everyone, what's up? Welcome to Jade Chronicles. This is my very first video on my new channel, this channel, Jade Chronicles. If you guys are new here, welcome. Thank you for visiting and joining the fam here on this channel. If you guys are from my old channel, which is still my current channel, Lipstick and Curls, thank you guys for coming by. Y'all are my day ones, my besties, my fam, my loves. Thank you for the continued support into this new venture, this new chapter of my YouTube career. So to give you guys a little bit of background on me, if you guys are new here, I am a beauty influencer on Instagram, YouTube, all over the place on the internet, and I've been doing that for the last 6 to 7 years, professionally doing it for at least the last 3 or 4 years, and been doing YouTube full-time for the last 1.5 years or so. So I'm somewhat of a veteran to the YouTube space, but this is my brand new channel that I've created to just be a place of inspo, a place of self-love, a place of just vibing out to different things that we're interested in, having conversations about social issues, about anything really life related. And I wanted to create this space because on my beauty channel, it's a lot of beauty, and I wanted to keep it that way. And I wanted to stop having to split my content between, okay, I only have 2 videos this week, so I have to either do a beauty video or a talking video or incorporate talking into one of my beauty videos somehow. And I felt like, sorry you guys, my dog is like running around. Bolt is my dog, just FYI. He likes to make random cameos in my videos lately, so you might see him in a minute. But yeah, I wanted to create a space where we could just like feel relaxed and feel like, I don't know. I feel like on Lipstick and Curls, it's all about tutorials. It's all about teaching you guys and educating you guys on how to do your hair. And I've done that and I love doing that. But I want to start a more intimate connection with you guys. And I already have a great connection with you guys. So that's not to say that we don't have that at Lipstick and Curls, because we definitely do. But this is like a couple of my vlogs and a couple of my talking videos that I've gotten a lot of really great feedback from, and a lot of you have been touched by. It's basically those videos, but like a whole channel. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. 5 steps to live your best life in 2018. Step number 1 is get organized. Whatever you've got going on, whether that's school, work, family, community obligations, whatever it is, sit down and organize. Whether you are using Google Calendar for your appointments and class schedules and work times and everything, get organized. And I'm not just talking about with your professional life and what things you have to do, but get organized in a sense of yourself for the year. So for me, this year, I chose a theme. And my theme for this year, for 2018, is create more than I consume. And with that theme, that is what I'm gearing everything towards in my life, towards that theme, if that makes sense. So not only did I utilize that theme in my professional life, but I'm also utilizing that in my own personal life, like creating ways to find happiness, creating ways to love on myself, creating ways to love on others more. And this is such a good time of the year to really start over, start fresh, because it's the new year and everybody always has resolutions, but resolutions have a bad connotation. New Year's resolutions do. Like, it always feels like they're the things that you try to do but always fail at, or like there's such big aspirations that you don't set yourself up well enough to actually achieve them. So it's like this constant every year, like you get through until 6 months later and you're like, I don't even remember what my New Year's resolution was. You know, like it's like that. So really lay out, what are my goals professionally? What are my goals personally? And what are my goals beyond that? Are there any random things, any projects, any businesses I want to start, anything that, you know, your far-reaching project or thing you want to work on that's going to take a long time, but you still want to be aware of it. You know what I'm saying? So just making a list and getting organized, which leads into step 2 of living your best life in 2018, which is to schedule self-care time. And self-care is a very hot, trendy word right now, but it is for a good reason, because we do not love on ourselves enough. It is a crazy time. Okay, crazy. Okay, so we have to do our due diligence to make sure that we're showing ourselves love, even when the world may not be showing us that same love. We have to give ourselves that love. So whether that is, getting a membership to a spa, I did that this year. I got a membership to Massage Envy, and it's $60 a month. And I know I did not want to pay $60 a month, you guys. I didn't. But I told myself that if you're paying $60 a month, that means you're guaranteed going to have that moment of self-care every month because you're paying for it. So I pay $60 a month for my Massage Envy membership, and that is my treat at each month. Because usually I'm tapped out, I'm busy as hell, I'm doing a lot of things, but I know that I'm always going to be able to access Massage Envy if it's not in my city. I could be traveling, and did my earring just really fall out? Y'all was probably laughing at it too. Like, girl, your earring is definitely falling out. You just over here talking. Anyway, so I know that there's Massage Envies like everywhere, but even that, or a gym membership. I have a 24-hour fitness gym membership, and even though I do that for my overall physical wellness, I also love sitting in the steam room or the sauna. And what I'll do in there is I just meditate in there. I'll take that moment to pray, whatever it is. Even in the shower, you guys, whatever kind of environment. So figure out what that is for you. Maybe it's not water related. Maybe you like doing yoga. Maybe you've never done yoga, but you like physical activity, but you want to do something different. Like, that can be something. But find those things that are very relaxing for you, that help you decompress, and make sure you plan those times in your schedule, just the same way you would plan anything else. 9 a.m. on this day, I'll be blocked off, unavailable from this time to this time. Nobody talk to me, cutting my phone off, I'm unavailable. Treat yourself like a queen or a king. Treat yourself like the CEO. Treat yourself to the highest caliber that you would somebody else. The way you treat yourself is the starting point of how you're treating everybody else in your life. So if you are not showing yourself self-love, how the hell are you gonna love anybody else? RuPaul!
You can't love yourself. How in the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen up in here? Amen.
That part. The third step to living your best life in 2018 is definitely clearing out the noise and be still. Clear out the noise and be still. If you are trying to figure out what the hell to do with your life, if you are trying to find what is my purpose, what am I supposed to do? Like, I know I'm doing this and I'm doing that, but I'm not happy. I don't feel fulfilled. Like, why is that? Why don't I feel happy? Why don't I? Be still, clear out the noise, and allow the universe, God, your spirit, whatever you believe in, allow that voice to come through. Because what happens a lot of times is that we have all these voices going on in our brains. We cannot hear that voice, God's voice, when we've got all this chatter going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you really hear when you've got all this other stuff going on? You can't. You just can't. So you have to take a moment and be still. And in that stillness, you will start to realize where your heart and where your spirit takes you. What does it say to you when everything else is not talking anymore? Hey, bull. And I'm not sitting here and telling y'all that you gonna sit in a quiet room in the dark by yourself and all of a sudden God's gonna start talking to you. No. Okay? No. But what happens is, over time, and this is true for meditation, why a lot of people meditate, is because when you start clearing out a lot of the extra noise and just the extraness, your spirit becomes louder, God becomes louder, and you start to feel more centered, and you start to move outside of that stillness, more in your purpose, because you are recognizing that some of those voices are pointless. Some of those voices are just insecurity, it's fear, it's self-doubt, it's negativity. Like, those are the voices. I have those voices all the time. Fear is in my ear all the time, but I have to shut him up. Why does fear have to be a him? I don't know. I just called him him. Fear has to shut the hell up sometimes, okay? Because if you are walking through life with a sense of fear and where your motives are all coming from a place of fear, you're never going to have anything good. You're never going to have anything amazing for yourself, tangibly. You're not. So quiet the noise, be still, and see where your spirit and your mind takes you. And the fourth step is to stop worrying about what everybody else got to say, okay? Stop worrying about what everybody's thinking about you. Stop living according to everybody else's belief system. Choose how you want to live. Choose what you want to believe for yourself. Just because you've been brought up a certain way doesn't mean you have to live the rest of your life that way. You can decide. You have a choice. Even when you feel like you have no choices, you have a choice. You can either be happy or unhappy. You can either live your truth or live a lie. And a lot of people on this earth live lies every day. And they look happy, they seem happy, they laugh, they carry on. But deep down, they know that they're not living the life that they truly want to live. And do you want to live your life like that? I don't want to live half of my life because I'm not confident enough to be my truest self. I don't want to go through life living a lie and wearing all these different masks to mesh in with whatever group I'm around or to adapt into any scenario. No, I want to be myself no matter where I am. I want to be the same Jade in this group, in this setting, that I am in this group and that setting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be comfortable and confident enough and have the courage to stand by who I am no matter what. And that does not come overnight. Okay, y'all? That doesn't come overnight. But it's something that starts with a choice. It starts with a choice to be like, you know what? If it's something that truly makes me happy, I'm doing it. Period. If you have been thinking that you're only capable of doing this and this, but you have this gift on this side or this rumbling in the back of your mind that you really want to do something else, but it's so like it's just so far away. It's just so out of the norm. It's just so distant and so unreachable. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. The only reason why you'll never reach it is because you never make the choice to stick with it and keep trying and keep striving to get wherever you want to get. Nothing you want is going to come quick. Nothing. Everything has to start with the seed. You've got to plant the seed. You can't want an apple tree and never plant the seed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to plant the seed. So whatever it is, just start, just go. That's what I'm doing with this channel. I'm just going. I don't know where this is going to go, but I always wanted to feel like I was unapologetically myself and I was sharing myself with the world. Like, that is what my spirit wants me to do. My spirit wants me to share myself with the world and many different capacities. And I'm in this chapter now where this is my new way of doing that. So I just can't express how happy that makes me feel, because truthfully, I was too afraid to just be myself. And a lot of times that fear is exactly what it is. It's just fear. And it is this fake element in your mind that makes you feel like you have a limit when you don't. You don't have a limit. So live unapologetically in 2018. Live like you are only making yourself happy. Your only goal is to make you happy. And the last step to living your best life in 2018 is to be soft with yourself. Have self-discipline with mercy, okay? Hold yourself accountable with mercy, okay? If you trip up on your journey of, physical health or your hair journey, whatever journey you're on, you have a hiccup, you have an off day, acknowledge it. forgive yourself and keep going. I was just reading in my devotional the other day about how God is so merciful with us. He's so merciful that we can sin over and over and over again. But if we come to him and we confess our sins, he forgives us every time. So if God can be like that, if God can forgive me for the sins that I knowingly and unknowingly are committing, if he can forgive me, I can forgive myself. Because a lot of times we are our worst critics. We are our biggest, bully. We will beat ourselves up about things that a lot of times we have no control over. And a lot of times when we do, we still beat ourselves up when we shouldn't. It's a difference between being aware of your mistakes and haunting yourself with them. You can't continue life happily if you are beating yourself up about that burger you ate when you said that you were vegan now. You cannot beat yourself up if I told myself I wasn't going to stay over that night, but I did. Don't beat yourself up about it. I told him I was never coming back. I told him I wasn't going to do this. I told him we were over, but now we're back together. We're broken up again. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I should have known. You need yourself to pick yourself back up and move on. If you are not your biggest supporter, no one's going to support you at the level that you really need to be supported to be great. So yeah, those are my 5 steps to living your best life in 2018. And I will also put some info down below of some different books and apps that I like to use to help me with my self-care journey and my self-love journey. And I hope that you guys have also found some nuggets of information in here that you can really take with you and make yourself feel better with. I love y'all, and exciting times we're in. Exciting times. And thank you again for supporting Jade Chronicles.